What I'm about to play is the last moments of professional footballer Salah's life. He just signed for his new club in Cardiff and the aircraft crashed on the way there.
Salah spoke of the condition of the plane.
Hermanitos, ¿cómo andan loquitos locos? Hermano, estoy muerto. Estuve acá antes haciendo cosas y no termina más. Así que nada, muchachos. Estoy acá arriba del avión que parece que se está por caer a pedazos. Y me estoy yendo para Cardiff, loco, que mañana sí, ya arrancamos. A la tarde arrancamos a entrenar, muchachos, con el nuevo equipo. A ver qué pasa. Así que, ¿cómo andan ustedes, hermanito? ¿Todo bien? Si en 1 hora y media no tienen novedades mías, no sé si van a mandar a alguien a buscarme porque no me van a encontrar, pero ya saben. Papá, qué miedo que tengo.
The man responsible for arranging the fatal flight that took the footballer's life knew the man selected to be the pilot wasn't properly qualified. The court was heard after a trial. Salah had just signed for Cardiff and was on the way to his new club on a flight from France to Wales when a single-engine aircraft flown by pilot David crashed into the English Channel. The body of Mr. Salah was recovered a month later, but the body of the pilot was never found. And the man who organised the flight, David Henderson, is on trial at Cardiff Crown Court and is accused of endangering the safety of an aircraft. He denies the charge against him. The man who's being charged after organising this fatal flight, on July 3rd, 2018, he made a text even talking about the lack of ability of the pilot that crashed this plane, but still hired this pilot to take the professional footballer from Cardiff to France and then France back to Cardiff. And when the pilot flew from Cardiff to France on the first journey, during the flight he experienced difficulties which led to Henderson contacting aircraft engineer David Smith. The return flight on January 21st was meant to go ahead at 9 AM but then got pushed forward to dark. And this pilot was not even qualified to fly at night. But Henderson's concerns seem to be about the extra costs he may have accumulated due to problems with the aircraft, not a nighttime flight that his pilot was not even qualified for. The final flight left at 6:50 with Mr. Salah and the pilot on board, but at 9:23 Henderson was in contact with the Coast Guard agency, and at 9:41 he messaged Mr. Smith, the person looking at the plane, saying Malibu gone missing on the way back from France. Don't say a word to anyone. The next day he messaged a colleague saying Ibo crashed the Malibu and killed himself and a VIP packs. Bloody disaster, there will be an inquiry. At 8:24 he messaged another colleague saying bad news. Ibo crashed the Malibu, need to talk to Headley, but questions may be asked about his flying. At 10:17 AM he messaged Faye saying, "Hi Faye, I'm afraid I have bad news. David crashed a plane last night, he plus passenger killed. The passenger was a high profile footballer, so I'm afraid there's going to be a big investigation. We need legal advice before we answer any questions. Please get back to me ASAP. Regards, Dave." The court heard Henderson was arrested by Dorset police on June 19th, 2019 at his home in East Yorkshire and interviewed, but he provided no comment. In 2020, in response to communication with CAA, he claimed he did not know the status of the pilot's license and rating, denied being the operator of the aircraft, and the pilot held that role. He said he had no reason to believe the pilot was not qualified or competent to fly the aircraft. Henderson of Yorkshire denies endangering the safety of an aircraft. The trial continues. Rest in peace to Salah and the pilot that was flying that aircraft. A very sad story. And guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel with that notification bell. I'll update you guys as this trial continues and we find out what happens.